There are foods that go very well with cabbage and some that do not. Even though cabbage is healthy, you need to eat it correctly for it to be good for your health. Eating cabbage with bad foods can harm your health. I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst combinations with cabbage for boosting your health. And also 3 foods that are the best combinations with cabbage. Especially for certain people, cabbage needs to be eaten carefully. So please stay tuned until the end. Are there anyone who didn't subscribe yet? Please hit the subscribe and like buttons right now. I will continue to bring you the best health information. When we eat, we don't consume just one type of ingredient. In a single dish, various ingredients complement each other's taste and health effects. However, just because ingredients taste good together doesn't mean that their nutritional values match well. Eating foods with poor nutritional combinations can harm your body and even lead to serious health issues. Every natural ingredient has its own beneficial nutrients. Knowing these nutrients and consuming them properly is the best habit for your health. Today's topic is cabbage, one of the best health foods. Everyone knows that cabbage is good for the health. But did you know that there are foods that can harm your health when eaten with cabbage? There are even people who should never eat cabbage. Now, let's learn about the 3 worst and 3 best food combinations with cabbage and discover a miraculous recipe. The first thing you should never eat with cabbage is high blood pressure medication and aspirin. Especially if you are taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin and aspirin, you should avoid cabbage. Cabbage is rich in polyphenol and anthocyanins, which are excellent for lowering blood pressure and preventing cardiovascular diseases. Many patients with high blood pressure and high cholesterol take it regularly. But pay attention here. If you are prescribed aspirin and high blood pressure or high cholesterol medications, the situation is entirely different. Warfarin-based blood pressure medications and aspirin work as anticoagulants, thinning if a blood clot forms in your blood vessels. These anticoagulants help dissolve the clot and keep the blood flowing, preventing blockages. They help prevent conditions like cerebral hemorrhage, stroke, and cerebral infarction. However, the vitamin K in cabbage does the exact opposite. Vitamin K activates platelets and helps blood clot at injury sites and blood vessels. While high blood pressure medications and aspirin thin the blood, vitamin K in cabbage thickens it. Therefore, if you are taking high blood pressure or high cholesterol medications and aspirin, you need to be very cautious with cabbage consumption. Vitamin K in cabbage can reduce the effectiveness of your prescribed medications. Check now if any of the medications you regularly take include warfarin, but here is the kick. Does this mean you should completely avoid cabbage if you're on these medications? No. There is a miraculous recipe that even these individuals can enjoy. The first food that pairs perfectly with cabbage is apples. Eating cabbage and apples together is safe and beneficial. The potassium in apples helps dilate blood vessels. When you consume the sulforaphane in cabbage, which inhibits blood clots, along with the potassium in apples, it greatly improves blood circulation and lowers blood pressure. This makes it a miraculous combination. From now on, always eat cabbage with apples. A recommended recipe is cabbage apple juice. Blend cabbage and apples together. Steaming or cooking the cabbage before blending can increase its absorption. So remember this tip. It is especially good to drink this on an empty stomach in the morning. You can also add carrots to the juice. Carrots promote blood formation and improve blood flow in the vessels. However, if you add raw carrots, the enzyme ascorbinase in carrots can destroy the vitamin C in cabbage and apples. Adding a little vinegar or lemon juice can reduce this vitamin destruction, allowing you to get all the vitamins from the cabbage and apples. Plus, it neutralizes the strong sulfur smell of cabbage, making it a double benefit. The second worst combination for cabbage is for people with weak thyroid function. Cabbage contains a variety of nutrients and is very beneficial for stomach health, which is why many people eat it often. However, if you have hypothyroidism or an iodine deficiency that weakens your thyroid, eating cabbage can worsen your symptoms. Cabbage contains glucosinolates, which are miraculous antioxidants that help maintain youthfulness. These compounds inhibit the production of hormones. Especially, they have been proven to have anti-disease effects on various health issues for stomach and breast. However, these compounds can interfere with the production of thyroid hormones or the absorption of iodine, making cabbage unsuitable for people with weak thyroids. Cabbage contains a lot of nitrogen and sulfur compounds, and its goitrogenic substances can inhibit the production of thyroid hormones in the body. Therefore, people with weak thyroids should avoid eating cabbage. Does this mean you should never eat cabbage if you have a thyroid condition? No. There's a miraculous way to consume it. Instead of eating cabbage raw, cook it. The compounds that inhibit iodine synthesis are very sensitive to heat. Blanching the cabbage in boiling water for about 30 seconds. Steaming it or lightly stir-frying it in oil can make it safe to eat. Pay attention, the second food that pairs well with cabbage is grapefruit. Cabbage pairs excellently with sour fruits, and eating it with grapefruit can maximize its antioxidant effects. Cabbage is rich in anti-disease compounds, particularly isothiocyanates, which have been found to be much more effective than many conventional treatments. These compounds are effective in preventing various serious conditions, including those affecting the breast, prostate, bladder, colon, and thyroid. Additionally, cabbage activates white blood cells that fight disease and promotes the secretion of TNF, which helps destroy cancer cells. When you eat cabbage with grapefruit, which is rich in vitamin C, the antioxidant effects are greatly enhanced. The carotenoids in cabbage prevent the aging of skin cells and help regenerate cells, making the skin smooth and elastic. It also helps remove waste products from the body, making the combination with grapefruit even more effective. Furthermore, cabbage is high in dietary fiber and low in calories, making it excellent for weight loss. Grapefruit contains naringin, which has a bitter taste and helps reduce visceral fat. Therefore, from now on, always eat cabbage with grapefruit. The third highly risky cabbage food is cabbage juice or extract. Many people are surprised by this because they drink a lot of cabbage extract juice for their health. Cabbage is often called a natural stomach protector. It contains sulforaphane, which inhibits the spread of Helicobacter pylori, a bacteria that causes stomach ulcers, making it particularly beneficial for stomach health. Cabbage is also rich in vitamin U, which strengthens and regenerates the stomach lining, and antioxidants like riboflavin and carotenoids, which are very effective for colon and stomach health. However, pay attention. Consuming cabbage in juice form is a completely different story. When cabbage is extracted, the fiber is significantly destroyed, and the sugars are concentrated, which is not good for diabetics. Additionally, cabbage juice can disrupt the balance of potassium and sodium in the blood, making it harmful for people with weak kidneys. People with sensitive intestines should especially avoid it, as cabbage ferments easily in the colon, producing gas that can irritate the colon and cause bloating. This bloating can lead to irritable bowel syndrome and even colon inflammation or serious health issues. Furthermore, Cabbage has a cooling effect that can easily cause diarrhea or abdominal bloating, so it should be consumed with caution. So, what foods should we eat with cabbage? The third highly recommended food combination with cabbage is milk. Milk is rich in protein, vitamins, and calcium, which not only complement the nutrients in cabbage, but also neutralize stomach acid and stabilize the stomach's condition. Specifically, the vitamin U in cabbage combines with the protein in milk to synthesize a new protein that protects the stomach lining from damage caused by stomach acid. This significantly enhances cabbage's benefits for stomach health. This method is a miraculous way for people with sensitive intestines to safely consume cabbage. If you frequently experience heartburn or digestive issues, eating cabbage with milk can be very beneficial. Blending cabbage and milk together and drinking it as a breakfast substitute on an empty stomach is also an excellent method. We've now covered the 3 worst and 3 best food combinations with cabbage. Then it's time to summarize. If you are taking high blood pressure medication or aspirin, you should always eat cabbage with apples. Blending cabbage and apples with carrots is even better. And don't forget to add vinegar or lemon juice. If you have a weak thyroid, you should never eat raw cabbage. Always cook it before eating. Lastly, instead of concentrated cabbage juice, chew cabbage thoroughly with milk. How does that sound? Cabbage is an excellent health vegetable, and I hope you can eat it with the right food combinations to maintain your health. Thank you for staying with me today. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and like. Also, share it with your precious family and friends. I always pray for your health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating this with bananas can harm your health? Even though bananas are a superfood for your health, there are foods that go well with them and others that don't. Even with such good bananas, you should eat them wisely for your body's benefit. Eating them with unhealthy foods can actually harm your health. That's why I've prepared this for you. To protect your health and immunity, I'll tell you about 3 worst combinations of food with bananas and 3 best combinations. Hello. Are there still people who haven't subscribed yet? Please subscribe and hit the like button right away. Also, please share with your loved ones. I'll continue to provide only the best health information from now on. When you think of morning meal replacements or hearty snacks, there's a fruit that comes to mind first. It used to be a fruit so precious that only the wealthy could afford it. But nowadays, it's affordable, and you can enjoy it abundantly if you buy a bunch. Today's star is none other than the banana. When you peel off its bright yellow skin, you'll find sweet and soft, creamy flesh. Not only is it delicious, but it's also a true all-around beauty with numerous health benefits, such as protect your cells, immune boosting, and aiding in dieting. Some people enjoy eating it as it is, while others make banana chips by drying them, or include them in juices along with other fruits or vegetables. Bananas ripen from green to yellow to black, and as they ripen, their health benefits change significantly, making them a fascinating food. But did you know? Even with such healthful bananas, there are foods that, when eaten together, can harm your health. Now, let's explore 3 worst combinations of food that harm your health when eating with bananas and 3 best combinations of food that boost immunity, along with recipes. First, the worst combination of food with bananas is milk. Are you surprised? Because bananas are filling, some people have them as a meal replacement on an empty stomach in the morning or blend them with milk to make banana milkshakes. However, bananas and milk, which might seem like a perfect match, are not a good combination for health. Wait, are there still people who think that the sugar in bananas is bad for health? Let me clarify this for you. Bananas are rich in dietary fiber that helps balance blood sugar, and they are also packed with minerals and vitamins that fight against diseases, especially depending on the ripening process. Bananas have different health benefits, making them amazing fruits. Unripe green bananas have resistant starches that are 20 times higher than ripe yellow bananas. They have a very low glycemic index, making them excellent for blood sugar management. Green bananas are full of prebiotics that act as food for probiotics in the gut, promoting gut health. On the other hand, as bananas ripen and turn yellow, they become sweeter, and their sugar content increases. Especially, they become rich in antioxidants, vitamin B, and vitamin C. Finally, as they become overripe and develop brown spots, they are called sugar spots, known as antioxidants that fight against health-harming cells. While the vitamins and minerals in yellow bananas decrease, these brown spots are filled with health protection properties that strengthen the power of white blood cells. So, green bananas are great for diabetes prevention and dieting due to their low glycemic index. Yellow bananas are packed with vitamins and antioxidants. And finally, brown bananas are the best anti-disease foods. However, are you worried that the natural sugars in bananas might raise your blood sugar? Here's the solution. When you consume them together, milk lowers blood sugar because lactose in milk lowers it, making it a great combination. Moreover, bananas are rich in magnesium, and surprisingly, when you consume magnesium from bananas with milk, it helps the calcium in milk be fully absorbed into our bodies. But pay attention here. All these benefits only apply to those with strong stomachs. As we age, our stomachs and intestines weaken, and many experience reflux, where food regurgitates. Especially, you might have felt discomfort as if the banana was stuck after eating it for satiety. There's a reason for this. The rich dietary fiber in bananas is insoluble and doesn't dissolve well, so it stays in the stomach for a long time. If you consume milk with it, a bigger problem arises. The organic acids and sugars in bananas combine with the abundant calcium and protein in milk, forming lumps, making digestion even slower. In this process, over-fermentation occurs in the stomach, putting a significant strain on the stomach and intestines, causing fatigue and lethargy. Eventually, it can lead to chronic conditions like gastritis and reflux esophagitis. So, never consume bananas and milk together. Instead, opt for food combinations that are easier to digest. Then, what should you eat with bananas? The first food I recommend to pair with bananas is oatmeal. Instead of having bananas and milk on an empty stomach in the morning, you can have oatmeal or oatmeal porridge together with bananas. Oatmeal's dietary fiber is much better for gut health, making it the perfect match. Wait, are there some of you who are puzzled, thinking, bananas have a lot of dietary fiber, so why is it good to eat them with oatmeal? Yes, both bananas and oats are rich in dietary fiber, but they are completely different types. A banana contains about 3 grams of fiber, and most of it is insoluble fiber, which mainly helps increase the volume and weight of stools. That's why eating bananas might actually lead to constipation. So, for gut health, you should consume soluble fiber, which absorbs water well. That's where oatmeal and oats come in. Oats contain over 50% soluble fiber. So when you eat them with bananas, you can perfectly balance your fiber intake. Moreover, the fiber pectin in bananas surprisingly helps lower cholesterol levels in the blood vessels. It detoxifies the body and eliminates heavy metals. Here's a tip for this detoxifying effect. You should consume unripe green bananas along with the resistant starch found in green bananas. You'll also get the effects of natural insulin and beta-glucan in oats, which help regulate blood sugar levels. Secondly, the worst combination of food with bananas is sweet potatoes, despite being regarded as excellent meal replacements and diet foods. Bananas and sweet potatoes surprisingly don't go well together. While excessive dietary fiber can indeed strain digestion, there's a more serious issue at hand. That's potassium. Some might wonder, isn't potassium a beneficial mineral for health? Yes, potassium is an essential mineral for our bodies. It's particularly crucial for cell health and regulates the functions of the heart and muscles, providing energy to our bodies. Additionally, potassium helps flush sodium out of our bodies, thereby stabilizing blood pressure and preventing cardiovascular diseases like hypertension, hyperlipidemia, and atherosclerosis. However, pay attention here. This beneficial potassium can pose a significant burden for those with poor kidney function. If potassium isn't adequately excreted from the kidneys, it can weaken muscles and even lead to irregular heartbeats. The issue lies in the fact that both bananas and sweet potatoes are rich in potassium. Consuming them together can lead to excessive potassium intake, increasing the risk of hyperkalemia. So, rather than consuming them together, it's better to have them separately. To ensure you benefit from each food's nutritional properties without risking potassium overload. Secondly, the best food to pair with bananas is nuts. Nowadays, many people suffer from insomnia and stress, right? A calm mind leads to a calm body, so stress relief and sound sleep are crucial for health. Consuming bananas with nuts is the perfect solution. Nuts contain beneficial unsaturated fatty acids and omega-3, but most importantly, they're rich in tryptophan. This tryptophan surprisingly converts into the happiness hormone serotonin in the brain. But pay attention here for tryptophan to convert into the happiness hormone. It requires vitamin B6. Today's start, the banana, is rich in vitamin B6. Therefore, when you consume nuts and bananas together, they perfectly alleviate depression and insomnia. Additionally, bananas' magnesium has muscle relaxation benefits. So having a banana in the evening can further improve sleep quality. Moreover, bananas, potassium helps maintain stable heartbeats and balances the body's fluid levels, which is beneficial for keeping the metabolism balanced and less prone to stress. Now, as the last, third worst combination of food with bananas, we have cabbage. Many people diligently consume bananas and cabbage as the best anti-disease food combination, right? That's correct. As mentioned earlier, when bananas become overripe, they develop brown spots, known as sugar spots. In this state, the sugar content increases, but most importantly, it's when the polyphenol levels, which boost immunity, are at their highest. Thus, fully ripe bananas are referred to as the guardians of anti-disease. According to Japan National Cancer Research Institutes, spotted bananas have a remarkable effect on creating TNF immune cells. They enhance white blood cell function by 8 times more than unripe green bananas. At this point, when you consume cabbage, known as the epitome of green vegetables, due to its high content of chlorophyll and vitamin U, along with bananas, it synergistically enhances health-protecting effects. However, unfortunately, when you consume cabbage and bananas together, the body consumes a large amount of vitamin B6, which can lead to deficiency symptoms. Should you give up the anti-disease benefits and worry while consuming them? No. There's a miraculous solution. By consuming cabbage and bananas along with just one other food, everything is resolved. Then, the last, third recommendation for the best food to pair with bananas is eggs. Eggs are packed with numerous nutritional benefits, especially being rich in vitamin B6. When consumed with bananas and cabbage, eggs can prevent any loss of nutrients and only provide synergistic effects. Moreover, this vitamin B6, nicknamed the brain vitamin, plays a crucial role in supplying glucose, the brain's energy source. Furthermore, when you consume eggs, considered one of the most nutritious whole foods on earth, along with bananas, it perfectly fills in any protein and nutrient gaps. Wait, if you consume only bananas as a meal replacement for breakfast, it might strain those with weak kidneys due to the magnesium content, worsening low blood pressure. But when consumed with eggs, it balances out the perfect nutritional equilibrium, allowing you to recharge energy and restore vitality without any worries and quickly. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst combinations and 3 best foods to pair with bananas. Let's summarize them together. First, instead of consuming bananas with milk, have them with oats or oatmeal. Secondly, since bananas are high in potassium, avoid pairing them with sweet potatoes and opt for nuts instead. Lastly, remember that bananas go well not only with cabbage but also with eggs. How does that sound? By taking care to pair bananas with foods that complement them well, you can protect your health and boost immune system. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like it. Also, don't forget to share it with your loved ones and friends. I'll always keep you in my prayers for your health and happiness. Thank you. Have you heard that drinking a glass of water on an empty stomach in the morning is good for your health? If you drink it like that way, you are almost drinking and eating bacteria. From now on, if you follow just these 3 simple steps, you can experience the miracle of a glass of water. The best remedy that is simple and costs nothing. Try drinking water this way for just 1 week, and a miracle will happen. Hello, everyone. Are there any of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please press the subscribe and like buttons right now. Share this video to your precious ones as well. I will continue to provide you with the best health information. Today's main topic is water. Specifically, a glass of water you drink in the morning on an empty stomach. You've probably heard that drinking a glass of water in the morning is good for your health, right? Our bodies are made up of 70% water. Therefore, water is one of the most important substances for building the body and sustaining life. If our body loses just 5% of its water, we become disoriented, and if it loses 12%, it can be fatal. Moreover, water plays a very important role in our bodies. When it's hot, we sweat to regulate body temperature, and water helps expel waste, promote metabolism, improve blood circulation, regulate sodium, and even detoxify. It has amazing benefits. Additionally, in the morning, water is used up through sweat and metabolic processes, making us dehydrated. This causes blood to become thick and sticky, increasing its viscosity. Drinking water in this state helps lower blood viscosity and reduces the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Therefore, it's crucial to always stay hydrated, but a glass of water in the morning is particularly beneficial. However, pay attention. Even this beneficial morning water should not be consumed just any way. There are 3 essential points you must follow. First, you must rinse your mouth before drinking. This is extremely important because when you wake up in the morning, your mouth is filled with bacteria. If you drink water without rinsing your mouth, you are essentially drinking or eating bacteria. Even if you brushed your teeth before bed, metabolic processes during the night fill your mouth with bacteria. Additionally, the warm and moist environment in your mouth overnight creates the perfect conditions for bacterial growth. So, how should you drink a glass of water on an empty stomach? Right after you wake up in the morning. Rinse your mouth with water before drinking. You don't need to brush your teeth. Simply gargle with water a couple of times. This simple process effectively removes a significant portion of the bacteria that proliferated in your mouth overnight. Attention here. Some people gargle with mouthwash in the morning instead of brushing their teeth. However, it is not advisable to use mouthwash early in the morning because the mouth tends to be dry overnight and the mouthwash can adhere to the oral mucosa. Therefore, before drinking a glass of water on an empty stomach in the morning, gargle a couple of times with water. Not the others, but water is truly enough. If you find gargling too bothersome, even just spitting out your saliva upon waking can be very effective. Second, you should drink lukewarm water. Avoid hot water and cold water. On an empty stomach in the morning, lukewarm still water is the best. When you wake up in the morning, some people drink a large glass of cold water to refresh themselves and quench their thirst. And some are even drinking the cold sparkling water in the morning to wake up. From now on, never do this. Drinking cold water and even sparkling water on an empty stomach in the morning stimulates the autonomic nervous system, which can shock the heart instead of aiding blood circulation. It can hinder it and cause heart irregularities such as arrhythmia. Moreover, have you ever felt a sharp pain in your teeth when eating cold ice cream or sorbet? Cold water can also cause this sensation. When something suddenly hot or cold touches your teeth, it causes significant stress to your teeth and gums. Therefore, drinking cold water can cause the enamel and dentin that form your teeth to expand, potentially leading to cracks in the teeth. This is why many doctors recommend rinsing your mouth with lukewarm water when brushing your teeth. Teeth, which are one of the 5 blessings, should be rinsed with lukewarm water in the morning. The ideal temperature is around 85 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 30 degrees Celsius, slightly lower than body temperature. Additionally, drinking cold or hot water uses up energy to maintain body temperature, sapping your morning energy. As you age, your basal metabolic rate decreases. Drinking cold water can excessively lower body temperature, reduce blood flow to the stomach, and decrease digestive secretion. Therefore, to promote blood circulation, metabolism, and energy use, you should definitely drink lukewarm, especially still water in the morning. Now, the last but not least, third step is to drink water slowly on an empty stomach in the morning. Some people drink water quickly because they feel thirsty due to excessive water loss from sweating or breathing during the night. However, this can be very, very dangerous. So you must drink water in the morning very slowly. If you have high blood pressure and a history of brain damages like aneurysms, hemorrhages, drinking water quickly can be truly risky. This is because the rapid increase in blood flow to the brain or heart can cause blood vessels to burst or rupture, leading to severe problems. Additionally, a rapid increase in body fluids can cause severe headaches. Drinking too much water quickly lowers the concentration of salt in your cells. It increases the concentration of water. As a result, cells can swell, and if brain cells swell, it increases pressure inside the skull, leading to headaches and breathing difficulties. The electrolyte levels can also drop, leading to muscle cramps and making your body feel off balance. Therefore, you should drink water slowly, over about 5 minutes to stay safe. Nowadays, There's a growing interest in gut health due to the belief that a healthy gut leads to a healthy brain and mental well-being, reducing the risk of dementia. Indeed, the gut is so important that it's called the second brain. It contains 70% of immune cells and produces various hormones. Therefore, gut health is crucial for the overall well-being of our body. And here is one more interesting thing that you might don't know. 90% of the happiness hormone, serotonin, is secreted in the gut, making it particularly important. Drinking a glass of water on an empty stomach in the morning is one of the best habits for gut health. It induces the gastrocolic reflex, promoting bowel movements, and enhances the effectiveness of products like probiotics. You might have many questions, such as how much water should be consumed for health. Some suggest drinking several liters a day or 4 glasses in the morning. I will let you know the secret. Here's the rule. The number is not important. That's totally enough. But here is the point. Drinking too much water can be dangerous, especially for people with weak kidneys or those on dialysis, because it can cause swelling and trouble breathing due to fluid buildup. For diabetics, drinking too much water can make them feel full and eat less, which can lead to low blood sugar. Also, people with acid reflux or weak stomachs may feel worse, because too much water can cause the valve between the stomach and esophagus to open more often. So, it's best to drink water in moderate amounts. No more than 1 glass at a time. So now, we have learned about all the 3 essential precautions to take when drinking a glass of water in the morning for optimal health benefits. Then it's time to summarize. When you wake up, you must rinse your mouth with water, then slowly drink lukewarm water. How does that sound? I hope you start the healthy habit of drinking a glass of water on an empty stomach in the morning to stay healthy. Thank you for watching. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like it. And don't forget to share it with your family and friends. I will always wish you health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating walnuts with this could lead to serious illnesses affecting the mind and body? Even the brain-healthy superfood walnuts have their best and worst food pairings. Even nutritious walnuts need to be consumed correctly to benefit your health. Eating them with harmful foods can actually damage your health. That's why I've prepared this to prevent serious neurological and bodily diseases. I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst pairings with walnuts and 3 foods that are the best pairings. Hello, everyone. Are there any of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please press subscribe and like right now. Share this with your loved ones. We will continue to deliver the best health information packed with care, like a gift, for our beloved followers. Today's star is the walnut, a superfood for the brain. Shaped like a brain, it's packed with the energy and nutrients necessary for brain health and preventing neurological diseases. Some enjoy it as a sweet walnut pastry, and others might take it separately for their health. In fact, walnuts are not only for the brain, they are filled with amazing benefits beyond that. They are particularly effective against insomnia, and there is a story about Empress Dowager Cixi of the Qing dynasty, who always ate walnut porridge at night for sleep health and mental stability before going to bed. However, you should not just eat walnuts as they are. Walnuts are high in fatty acids and calories. So how you eat them and what methods you use are crucial. If you want to eat walnuts for health, you must remember the foods and miraculous recipes we recommend today. But, did you know? Even these healthy walnuts can be harmful if eaten with certain foods. Now, I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst pairings with walnuts. and 3 foods that are the best pairings to maximize the health benefits of walnuts. Firstly, the worst pairing with walnuts is actually apples. Many people eat nuts and apples together for breakfast, thinking it's nutritionally excellent, but in reality, it's not a good combination. We often choose foods that are beneficial for youth and anti-aging, right? But many miss a key component. Vitamin E. Vitamin E helps cells save up to 43% of the oxygen they could use, preventing the creation of free radicals, which are the main culprits of aging in cells for maintaining youth. Nothing is more essential than ensuring you get enough vitamin E. It not only preserves the youthfulness of cells, but also maintains the elasticity of blood vessels and protects red blood cells. Additionally, it helps platelets, which rush to prevent bleeding and infection when there's a wound. Surprisingly, our star today, walnuts, rank first among nuts in vitamin E content, containing 15 times more than other nuts. On the other hand, apples, known as the king of vitamins, are packed with vitamin B and C, which are excellent for antioxidants and energy replenishment, but focus here. Have you ever felt bloated after eating nuts and apples together, which are supposed to be great for vitamin replenishment? It's a common issue, and the reason is that they digest at different rates. When slow-digesting nuts and fast-digesting apples mix, they create gas during digestion, leading to bloating and indigestion. So it's better to enjoy walnuts and apples separately rather than together. The best food to pair with walnuts is none other than tomatoes. I previously introduced the amazing antioxidant effects of walnuts, but what's even more amazing is that walnuts are excellent at preventing inflammation and tumors, particularly the spread of health-harming cells. Here's a question. Why do you need to always manage your vascular health and cholesterol levels for good health? It's because bad fats like cholesterol in your blood vessels can block blood circulation, preventing nutrients and oxygen from being efficiently delivered to your organs. This significantly increases the risk of arteriosclerosis, cerebral hemorrhage, and cardiovascular diseases. Surprisingly, high cholesterol levels can even influence the development of health-harming cells. Because organs can't function properly and fail to prevent mutations and the development of harmful cells. Moreover, according to recent research by Duke University in the USA, cholesterol has been identified as a cause for the metastasis and recurrence of illness. Despite intensive medical treatments, harmful cells feed on cholesterol and stubbornly survive. Therefore, it would be beneficial to consume foods that can reduce or even eliminate cholesterol. Think about it simply. When you get grease stains on your clothes, how do you wash them? You need grease to remove grease, right? Exactly. Only healthy fats can clean the grease stains of cholesterol in your blood vessels. That's where our star today, walnuts, comes in. Walnuts are full of essential unsaturated fatty acids including omega-3. And these healthy fats effectively remove the accumulated grease in our body. Now, there's a food that performs the same cleansing of blood vessels and prevention of health-harming cell metastasis as walnuts, and that food is tomatoes. The unsaturated fatty acids in walnuts and the red pigment lycopene in tomatoes perform the same function. Wait, this lycopene is a fat-soluble component, so it must be consumed with healthy fats. Since walnuts are rich in healthy fats, they create a synergistic combination that maximizes benefits. Therefore, from now on, it's a great idea to pair walnuts with a tomato salad, or even just a tomato and a handful of walnuts in the morning for the best anti-illness diet. The second worst food to pair with walnuts is, surprisingly, anchovies. You might be shocked, as many enjoy adding walnuts, almonds, and other nuts to sautéed anchovies. While it tastes good, the combination isn't actually beneficial. Anchovies are so rich in calcium that they are often referred to as the king of calcium, containing more than 10 times the calcium of other fish and 5 times that of milk. Calcium is crucial for bone health and is a key component of bone structure, essential for enhancing bone density. However, there's a problem. As we age, our ability to absorb calcium significantly decreases. No matter how much calcium you consume, if it's not absorbed, it's useless. Should you then turn to calcium supplements? Not necessarily. High doses of calcium supplements can lead to poor circulation and increase the risks of kidney stones and cardiovascular diseases due to non-absorption. Given these potential side effects, it's vital to consume calcium through a balanced diet with natural foods, making anchovies a top choice due to their edible bones. However, when you eat anchovies with walnuts, which are rich in unsaturated fatty acids, you won't be able to absorb any of the calcium from the anchovies. This is because walnuts contain phytic acid, which interferes with calcium absorption. Phytic acid binds with the abundant calcium in anchovies, forming an insoluble complex in the intestines. As a result, the calcium is not absorbed and is instead excreted from the body. So, while you might consume anchovies for their calcium, pairing them with walnuts nullifies the benefit. Therefore, it's better to consume anchovies and walnuts separately to fully benefit from each of their nutritional properties. The second best combination with walnut is red bean. When you think of walnuts, the first thing that probably comes to mind is the warm and sweet walnut pastry. As tasty as it is, it's also great for your health. You might already know that walnuts are excellent for brain health, but do you know why they are particularly good at preventing serious neurological conditions? Walnuts contain unsaturated fatty acids, including not only omega-3 but also alpha-linolenic acid. This linolenic acid makes up 60% of the brain's neural cells. Thus, eating walnuts is like nourishing your brain's building blocks, preventing the destruction of nerve cells and boosting their activity, keeping the brain youthful and healthy. In fact, walnuts enhance the hippocampus, the central nerve responsible for memory, making them extremely effective at improving logic and reasoning skills. But focus here. No matter how much you strengthen brain cells, if the blood vessels leading to the brain are clogged with waste, it's all for nothing. And if there is too much heat in the head and scalp, that's a serious concern. At this point, red beans come into play, known for their cooling properties and excellent at eliminating waste. Have you ever noticed the foam that forms when boiling red beans? That's due to saponin, an antioxidant component also found in ginseng and red ginseng, abundant in red beans. So, when you consume red beans and walnuts together, they help release the heat and toxins accumulated around the head and chest, allowing the incredible brain health benefits of walnuts to be effectively delivered to the brain cells. Moreover, red beans are among the richest grains in vitamin B1, also known as the brain vitamin, which creates the best synergy with walnuts. One more thing. Previously, I mentioned that Empress Dowager Cixi used to eat walnut soup in the evening to combat insomnia. Here's a key point. Walnuts have an amazing calming effect, strong enough to be used as a treatment for insomnia. Surprisingly, red beans are also rich in vitamins B1 and B2. Together, walnuts and red beans can eliminate brain fatigue substances, even helping to treat depression. So, from now on, try blending walnuts and red beans into a porridge or soup, for the ultimate brain-nourishing food that also aids in insomnia and mental stability. Lastly, the worst food to pair with walnuts is actually milk. While walnuts are rich in vitamins B and E and packed with minerals and nutrients, they lack one crucial element: protein. You might think it's a good idea to combine them with milk, but it's actually better to eat walnuts with red beans or soybeans, as I mentioned earlier. Why should you avoid consuming milk with walnuts? As briefly introduced before, walnuts contain an anti-nutrient called phytic acid. This plant toxin, which was developed as a defense mechanism to prevent predation, hinders the absorption of nutrients from other foods and can upset the stomach when eaten together. Specifically, when phytic acid in walnuts meets the casein protein in milk, it forms clumps and causes digestive issues. Additionally, it blocks the absorption of calcium, effectively preventing the body from absorbing the calcium in milk. Therefore, no matter how healthy it might seem to consume milk and walnuts together, it ultimately becomes futile. So, should you always worry when eating walnuts? Not at all. There are two great solutions. First, you can boil the walnuts before eating them. Boiling walnuts not only makes them softer and easier to digest, but also reduces the activity of phytic acid, allowing you to fully absorb the calcium in milk. Furthermore, the mineral manganese in walnuts is key in today's discussion. No matter how much calcium you consume, if your bones and cartilage tissues aren't properly formed, it's pointless. Correct. The manganese abundant in walnuts plays this role. Boiled walnuts provide manganese that helps build strong bones, effectively reducing concerns about osteoporosis and fractures when consumed with milk. This combination becomes an excellent diet for bone health due to the complete absorption of calcium. Second, if boiling walnuts seems inconvenient, you can simply eat 5 or 6 walnuts with milk. Alternatively, consuming walnuts with soy milk or other dairy alternatives is also beneficial. The third and the last best food with walnut is the banana. The combination of walnuts and bananas might seem a bit unusual, but it's currently a wildly popular energy-boosting diet. You can enjoy bananas and walnuts together in the morning or blend them into a smoothie. Knowing the benefits they offer to your body can enhance their effectiveness. Firstly, bananas are often considered a top food for diets, because they are rich in dietary fiber, which helps maintain a feeling of fullness for a long time. Moreover, bananas are packed with nutrients, especially potassium and magnesium, which are quickly absorbed by the muscles upon consumption, promptly restoring energy. Interestingly, the potassium in bananas helps expel sodium from the body, which, when paired with walnuts known for their vascular cleansing properties, creates a remarkable synergy. Wait, there's another amazing benefit of the magnesium in bananas. It can alleviate depression and enhance feelings of happiness. This effect pairs exceptionally well with walnuts. Walnuts are rich in vitamin B, which is excellent for fatigue recovery. And the prebiotic fiber in walnuts acts as a great stimulant for gut microbiota. This helps with intestinal peristalsis, and the unsaturated fatty acids in walnuts stimulate the nerve fibers connected between the gut and the brain, which is crucial for preventing depression and maintaining mental health. Therefore, for both physical and mental health benefits, you definitely should try combining bananas and walnuts. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst and the 3 best food pairings with walnuts. Shall we summarize one last time? Instead of apples, it's better to eat walnuts with tomatoes. Instead of anchovies, pair walnuts with red beans. Instead of milk, choose bananas to accompany your walnuts and fully recharge your energy. Walnuts, a superfood for the brain. I hope you keep up your health by choosing the right food combinations. Thank you for spending so much time with us. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like. Also, please share it with your dear family and friends. I will always pray for your health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating shrimp with this can actually harm your health? Even shrimp, known as the nobility of the sea, have foods that are the best matches and those that are bad matches. Even good shrimp must be eaten correctly to benefit the body. If you eat it with unhealthy food, it can actually harm your health. That's why I prepared this to help prevent serious health issues and brain damages. I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst matches with shrimp and 3 that are the best matches. Hello everyone. Haven't you subscribed yet? Please subscribe and hit the like button right now. Share widely with your loved ones. I will continue to bring you the best health information. There's a seafood that comes to mind as a symbol of longevity. It's shrimp, known as the tonic of the sea. With its chewy and bouncy texture, and its light and sweet savory taste. It's a beloved seafood for people of all ages. Especially in Japan, the country with the highest longevity in the world. Where a whopping 1/3 of the world's shrimp production is consumed. There are various types of shrimp, like large tiger shrimp, barley shrimp, flower shrimp, and sakura shrimp with different sizes and flavors. Large shrimp are great for steaming or grilling. Medium-sized shrimp for frying. Small shrimp for pancakes or stir-fries. And very small shrimp are often used in dried side dishes or shrimp paste. Shrimp, which reaches its peak flavor in cold seas, is now in season. And is packed with proteins and calcium, and contains arginine and taurine, which are excellent for fatigue recovery. And even chitosan, which is great for fighting off illnesses. But did you know? Even such healthy shrimp can be harmful to health when eaten with certain foods. So, let's find out about the 3 worst food combinations that can negatively impact prevention of serious health issues and cognitive decline, and 3 best combinations that can help extend our lives healthily. First, the worst match for shrimp is caffeine-containing foods. This includes green or black tea, coffee, carbonated drinks, and chocolate, which all contain caffeine. It's not good to eat these with shrimp. Did you know that shrimp is excellent for bone and muscle health? Indeed, among seafood, shrimp has the highest calcium content, which strengthens bones and increases bone density, making it great for preventing osteoporosis. Moreover, the abundant protein, chitosan, and minerals in shrimp replenish the nutrients lacking in the body and are enhanced by their essential amino acids, making them even better for health. Even the vitamins in shrimp, especially selenium, are top-notch antioxidants that destroy substances that damage cell membranes and DNA, thus delaying aging. Have you ever heard the saying, "Shrimp straightens a bent back"? It suggests that not only does shrimp taste great and improve bone and muscle health, but it also helps restore youth. Here is the kick. The beneficial calcium and bone health minerals in shrimp, if consumed with caffeine-containing foods, cannot be absorbed at all. Because caffeine expels these beneficial substances from the body, hindering their absorption. Even if you eat the shrimp with its shell and tail for bone health. If consumed with caffeine-containing foods, it's futile. Therefore, from now on, try to avoid caffeine beverages like green tea and coffee right after eating shrimp. Wait 1-2 hours until the calcium, minerals, and vitamins from the shrimp are fully absorbed into your body. Now, what food should you pair with shrimp? The first best food to pair with shrimp, as we recommend here, is cabbage. Cabbage is a vegetable packed with incredible benefits, so much so that it's called a natural digestive and illness preventive agent. When eaten with shrimp, it creates a tremendous synergistic effect. You're probably already aware that the chitosan in shrimp is great for boosting immunity and protecting your health. And that's right. However, the illness-preventive properties of shrimp actually begin with a component called astaxanthin. Many of you are familiar with the miracle antioxidant beta-carotene found abundantly in green and yellow vegetables. This component found in large amounts in carrots and spinach has excellent antioxidant effects. But it has one drawback. Excessive intake can weaken the bones, but focus here. There is a miraculous component that has several times the antioxidant effect of beta-carotene, but without any side effects. It's astaxanthin found in shrimp. In fact, its tremendous illness-preventive effect, which inhibits the onset of various health-harming cells, has been proven. Additionally, the chitosan in shrimp enhances immunity, resolving various viruses and inflammation, and removing toxins, making it essential to include in your diet. And when you eat cabbage with shrimp, it becomes a miraculous food combination for illness prevention. Sulforaphane, a component of cabbage, which is a cruciferous vegetable, not only helps fight against health-harming cells, but also offers significant benefits against cardiovascular diseases. Together with the astaxanthin and chitosan in shrimp, it provides even greater benefits. Moreover, cabbage supplements the dietary fiber and vitamin C that shrimp lacks, creating the perfect combination. So, make sure to include shrimp and cabbage in your meals to become even healthier. Secondly, the worst way of eating shrimp is surprisingly, dried shrimp. You might be shocked thinking that drying shrimp concentrates its nutrients, making it beneficial due to the loss of moisture. That's right. Indeed, shrimp shells are filled with chitosan, a type of dietary fiber, while beneficial for illness prevention and boosting immunity. It's especially good for brain health. It actively enhances brain cells, significantly improving cognitive abilities and memory, making it highly effective for preventing cognitive decline. Moreover, shrimp contains taurine, which is so beneficial that it's used as an ingredient in fatigue recovery supplements. Taurine strengthens the liver, which detoxifies fatigue substances and toxins in our bodies. Since a lot of these beneficial components are found in shrimp tails and shells, eating dried shrimp with its shell allows you to consume all these beneficial substances intact. But wait! There are certain people who should absolutely avoid dried shrimp. These include individuals with gout or those with weak kidneys who have poor circulation. The major issue with shrimp is that it contains high levels of purines, which can trigger gout. Thus, people with gout or high uric acid levels should definitely avoid it. And it becomes even riskier with dried shrimp, where these components are concentrated. In fact, dried shrimp contains about 750 milligrams of purines per 100 grams, ranking it among the worst foods for those suffering from gout, just after beer. While dried shrimp is often used in cooking due to its taste and nutritional value, those with gout, high uric acid levels, or weak kidneys must strictly avoid it. The second best food pairing for shrimp I recommend is mushrooms. I mentioned earlier that shrimp is rich in calcium. There is a miraculous food that can increase the absorption rate of shrimp's calcium by more than 20 times. That food is mushrooms. Mushrooms supplement the vitamin D that is lacking in shrimp, and their erythritidine content significantly reduces cholesterol levels, allowing you to enjoy shrimp without worry. Pause for a moment. Are there any of you who mistakenly believe that shrimp is just a lump of cholesterol? Let's clear up any misconceptions about shrimp right here. Indeed, shrimp itself does contain a high amount of cholesterol. However, this does not relate directly to blood cholesterol levels. In reality, cholesterol levels that affect cardiovascular disease are more influenced by endogenous cholesterol synthesized in the liver than by the cholesterol intake from food. Therefore, eating foods high in cholesterol does not necessarily cause your levels to spike. Moreover, shrimp contains unsaturated fatty acids and omega-3s, which can actually help lower cholesterol levels, making shrimp a well-balanced, perfect food. Still, those with cardiovascular conditions should not consume it excessively. And it is even better to pair it with mushrooms when you do eat shrimp. Lastly, the absolute worst match for shrimp involves those with shellfish allergies. Did you enjoy shrimp as a child, but find as you've gotten older that eating shrimp causes itchiness around your mouth or throat? Allergies to shellfish like shrimp can develop later in life, even after reaching adulthood. In some cases, eating radishes along with shellfish can help suppress allergic reactions due to the glucosinolate content in radishes, which has antibacterial and insecticidal properties. However, allergy symptoms can vary greatly from person to person and, in severe cases, can lead to acute reactions. If you experience swelling of the airways, itchiness around the lips, hives, or rashes after eating shrimp, you should absolutely avoid eating it in the future. The third best food pairing for shrimp is pork. For the protecting your brain and to promote immune system, it's important to understand our brain and consume brain-healthy foods. Our brain nerves are composed of 60% fat, a significant portion of which is the essential fatty acid linoleic acid. Surprisingly, pork contains up to 5 times more linoleic acid than beef, making it essential for brain health and preventing cognitive decline. Pork is also rich in high-quality protein and filled with vitamin B, making it highly beneficial. However, there's one issue. Pork has a cooling nature, which can make it harder to digest. But this problem is perfectly solved by eating it with shrimp paste. In Eastern countries, dishes like boiled or steamed pork belly are often served with fermented shrimp paste, or it's used to season soups. There's a good reason for this. During the fermentation process of salting and curing small shrimp, many enzymes are produced that help break down proteins and fats, aiding in the digestion of fatty pork. Moreover, the warming properties of shrimp neutralize the cooling nature of pork, protecting the digestive system. Isn't the wisdom of our ancestors truly remarkable? So, make sure to pair shrimp paste and pork together in your future meals. So far we've discussed about shrimp and its best and worst food pairings. Let's summarize everything we've discussed about shrimp and its food pairings. Do not pair shrimp with caffeine-containing foods, but it's great to eat it with cabbage. For those with gout or high uric acid levels, avoid dried shrimp, but enjoy it with mushrooms. If you have a shellfish allergy, absolutely avoid shrimp, and instead pair pork with shrimp paste. How does that sound? I hope you'll take good care of your health by wisely choosing what to pair with nutritious shrimp. Thank you so much for spending time with us. If you found today's video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and like it. And please share it with your precious family and friends. I will always pray for your health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating this with garlic can actually harm your health? Even healthy garlic has foods that pair perfectly with it. And foods that don't even good garlic needs to be eaten properly to be beneficial to your body. If you eat it with foods that are bad for you, it can actually harm your health. So I prepared this to protect your health. I'll tell you about the 3 worst foods to eat with garlic, as well as the 3 best foods. Also, we'll reveal the miracle method discovered by the National Cancer Institute that can cut the incidence of illness in half. We will reveal everything today. Hello. Are there any of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please hit subscribe and like right now. Please share it with your loved ones. We will continue to bring you only the best health information. Recently, cancer has been occurring in 1 out of every 3 people in our country, making it a common disease in the world. Today's star is none other than garlic, which has been selected as the #1 anti-cancer food among 40 famous anti-cancer foods by the National Cancer Institute of the United States. There's an old saying that a table with garlic is better than a pharmacy, emphasizing how beneficial garlic is for the body. Garlic is truly a healthy food. It effectively prevents high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and arteriosclerosis, making it the best blood-purifying tonic to prevent cardiovascular and cerebrovascular diseases, which are the top 3 causes of death. But everyone, did you know that there are foods that can harm your health when eaten with such healthy garlic? Now, let's learn about the 3 worst foods to eat with garlic, and the 3 best foods that pair perfectly with it. The first garlic food that is worst for preventing disease is garlic pickles. Were you surprised? Many people eat pickled garlic, garlic in vinegar, or fermented garlic extract for their health. These methods remove the smell and pungency while preserving garlic's health benefits, making them excellent choices. When stored this way, the efficacy of raw garlic remains almost intact, and they are filled with sulfides that are good for blood vessel health. Especially, black garlic, which is fermented garlic, produces a new protein called gamma-glutamyl-cysteine during the fermentation process, which enhances its antioxidant and anti-disease effects. But here's the focus. There are people who should never eat such good garlic pickles, vinegar, or fermented extracts. First, those with weak stomachs and intestines should be particularly cautious. Allicin, the component that gives garlic its pungent taste, has excellent anti-disease effects, but becomes more concentrated and stronger during the process, greatly irritating the stomach lining. If you continuously irritate your stomach with such spicy and bitter foods, it can exacerbate symptoms like gastritis and gastric ulcers. Additionally, the concentration process strengthens the warfarin component of garlic. This is particularly concerning if you are on high blood pressure medication, high cholesterol medication, or aspirin, or if you are about to undergo surgery. These medications work to dissolve clots in your blood, a process that garlic also supports. If you take these prescription medications in the warfarin category and consume concentrated garlic juice or pickles, your blood can become too thin and fail to clot properly. Such delayed blood clotting can lead to uncontrolled bleeding and eventually excessive bleeding. But that's not all. People with diabetes should particularly avoid garlic pickles, vinegar, and concentrates. The reason is that they are too sweet, which is bad for blood sugar control. While garlic's strong pungent taste might mask it, garlic is actually quite high in sugar. What happens if you eat pickles made with a lot of added sugar? Excessive sugar intake leads to obesity and increases insulin resistance. Ultimately, it fills your blood with sticky triglycerides. While garlic works to clean your blood, consuming sugar makes it sticky, rendering it useless. Moreover, sugar intake doesn't just lead to diabetes. It also reduces the size of your brain. High blood sugar levels shrink the hippocampus, the center of memory, and reduce its size. Getting accustomed to sweet tastes destroys brain nerve cells, and is the worst habit that leads to dementia. Therefore, do not eat superfood garlic pickled in sugar anymore. Instead, eat it with healthy foods. The first recommended food that pairs perfectly with garlic is green vegetables. The allicin in garlic, which gives it its pungent taste, is excellent not only for boosting your immune system, but also for your brain health. This is because it helps regenerate nerve cells in our body. Allicin, S-allyl, and allocysteine in garlic are very effective against diseases such as cerebral hemorrhage, stroke, and degenerative neurological diseases. They also have antioxidant effects, boost the immune system, and are great for fatigue recovery. While the spiciness of garlic is very good for health, it does have one drawback. The spicy taste can irritate the stomach and cause discomfort. At this point, pairing garlic with other green vegetables makes for the perfect combination. The nutrients, vitamins, and minerals in vegetables combined with garlic's good antioxidant components not only create a nutritional synergy, but also soothe the stomach, aiding in nutrient absorption and digestion. Therefore, from now on, make sure to eat garlic with green vegetables. Next, the second worst garlic food is garlic bread. Nowadays, bread slathered with garlic butter sauce is really popular. Garlic is a very healthy food, but it's not good for you when eaten with carbohydrate-rich foods like bread. Flour, the main ingredient in bread, is 92% carbohydrates and has a very high glycemic index. When you eat bread, your blood sugar spikes quickly and is rapidly absorbed by the body, easily turning into fat and leading to weight gain. Additionally, this high glycemic index causes excessive insulin secretion, which goes to the liver, eventually leading to fatty liver. In fact, the biggest problem is addiction. When gluten from flour enters your body, it is converted by gut bacteria into a highly addictive substance called exorphin. This substance causes flour addiction and leads to overeating. Even if garlic works hard in your body to perform anti-disease and antioxidant activities and cleans your blood vessels, eating it with bread renders these benefits useless and can even be harmful. So, you should never eat garlic as bread. So, how should we eat garlic? The second recommended food that pairs perfectly with garlic is pork. In particular, the combination of garlic and pork is truly excellent. The allicin in garlic, which gives it its sharp, spicy taste, helps the vitamin B1 in pork to be well absorbed by our bodies. When allicin and vitamin B1 combine, they transform into allithiamine in the body, which is great for recovering from fatigue, boosting energy, and providing anti-disease effects. Moreover, the scorbunene component in garlic is excellent for maintaining muscle mass as you age. Therefore, from now on, make sure to eat garlic with pork belly, or stir-fried pork. But that's not all. When you grill pork, carcinogens like benzopyrene can form on the charred meat. When you eat it with garlic, the powerful antibacterial effects of garlic help eliminate these carcinogens, expel heavy metals from the body and remove food poisoning bacteria, making it healthier and safer to eat. Garlic also neutralizes the proteins in meat, making it tender and easier to digest while removing any unpleasant odors. Therefore, garlic and pork not only taste great together, but also make the perfect healthy combination. The third worst garlic food is garlic chips fried, flakes. Did anyone think that since garlic is healthy, frying it would also be healthy? That's not true. While fried garlic is crispy and tasty, its nutritional benefits are hard to expect. This is because the good nutrients in garlic are destroyed during the frying process, turning it into something harmful. When making fried foods, don't you use high smoke point oils like corn oil or cooking oil to make them crispy? These oils are all omega-6 oils. which disrupt the balance of unsaturated fatty acids in the body and cause inflammation. Inflammation in the blood vessels not only worsens arteriosclerosis, arthritis, diabetes, and hypertension, but also ultimately leads to harm your health. Moreover, frying increases the calorie content and produces trans fats. These trans fats raise the levels of bad cholesterol LDL and lower the levels of good cholesterol HDL, leading to cardiovascular diseases. No matter how good the food is, eating it fried is really bad for your health. Finally, the third best food to pair with garlic is oil. Attention, please. National Cancer Institute announced that you can cut the risk of disease in half. Isn't it strange to hear not to fry but to sauté garlic in oil? The key is the type of oil you use. You should sauté garlic in omega-3 oils like olive oil. The superfood garlic offers different nutrients depending on the cooking method. When eaten raw, you get allicin, water-soluble vitamins B and C. When heated, it activates antioxidants that prevent aging, significantly polyphenol and flavonoids. When you sauté garlic in omega-3 rich oils like olive oil, it creates a tremendous synergy effect. This combination dissolves blood clots and reduces inflammation in the body. It also improves memory and brain health, providing a definite effect in preventing dementia. So be sure to remember this. Lastly, here's a tip for our precious subscribers. Thinly sliced, crushed, or minced garlic contains more allicin, enhancing its anti-disease effects. When eating raw garlic, chew it thoroughly several times. When sautéing, crush or mince the garlic to maximize health benefits. This is the ultimate health secret. We've now covered the 3 worst garlic foods and the 3 best pairings for protecting your health. Let's summarize one last time. Never consume garlic in the form of garlic pickles, vinegar, or concentrated extracts garlic juice. Instead, eat it with leafy greens and chew it thoroughly. No matter how good garlic is, don't eat it as garlic bread. Instead, pair it with meat. Avoid eating garlic as flakes or chips. Instead, lightly sauté it in olive oil. How does that sound? I hope you can maintain your health by enjoying garlic with foods that pair well with it. Thank you so much for spending time with us. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like. And don't forget to share it with your precious family and friends. I'll always pray for your health and happiness. Did you know that eating this with sweet potato can harm your health? One of the top 3 immune-boosting foods selected by the WHO is sweet potatoes. Even with such excellent benefits, sweet potatoes also have foods that are the best match and foods that are bad matches. You should eat sweet potatoes well to benefit your body. If you consume them with foods that are bad for your body, it may actually harm your health. That's why I've prepared this especially for you. We'll together find out 3 worst combinations with sweet potato, and 3 best foods for protecting your health. Hello. Are there still some of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please subscribe and hit that like button right away. Also, please share with your loved ones. I'll continue to deliver only the best health information to you. When the weather gets colder, there's one food that comes to mind first. None other than sweet potato. Whether sweet potato salad dishes or desserts, or roasted with crispy skin peeling off, leaving smiles on our faces. Sweet potatoes are not just filling but also packed with nutrients. Today's star is sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have been beloved by people of all ages and genders throughout history. During times of famine, they served as a reliable crop to alleviate hunger. And as times changed, they gained popularity as snacks or delicacies. Nowadays, they're praised for their satiety and are even recognized as a diet food. In fact, the secret behind Kagoshima, Japan's largest sweet potato producing region and longevity village, is sweet potatoes. But hey, did you know that despite how good sweet potatoes are for your health, there are certain foods that, when eaten together, can actually harm your health? Well then, let's explore together 3 worst food combinations and 3 best food combinations to protect your health when eaten with sweet potatoes. First, the worst sweet potato dish is raw sweet potato. Aren't you surprised? Sweet potatoes contain no saturated fat or cholesterol, and they're packed with dietary fiber and antioxidants. You may already know that the white juice that comes out when you cut raw sweet potatoes cleanses your intestines. Yes, it's true. While the abundant dietary fiber in sweet potatoes is great for gut health, eating them raw, especially for those with weak stomachs, is not a good idea. Raw sweet potatoes contain a type of sugar called raffinose, which, when broken down in the intestines, produces carbon dioxide, causing abdominal bloating and foul-smelling flatulence. This gas buildup in the intestines can lead to chronic indigestion and ultimately worsen gut health. Intestinal polyps can lead to various gastrointestinal diseases, including colon cancer. So it's essential to be cautious. Furthermore, raw sweet potatoes contain substances that inhibit trypsin enzymes, which break down proteins. The more protein-rich foods you consume together with raw sweet potatoes, the more these inhibitors increase, hindering digestion. What's truly astonishing is that these enzymes are destroyed by heat. So be sure to cook sweet potatoes thoroughly. Additionally, the gut is often referred to as the second brain because it's closely linked to our brain health. Did you know that the gut and the brain are connected by 2,000 nerve fibers? In fact, there's a central connection axis between the gut and the brain. So the health of the gut directly affects not only mood and sleep, but also cognitive abilities. It's crucial to consume easily digestible foods regularly and take care of gut health, as it's the best habit for preventing dementia and maintaining brain health. So, the recommended food that goes best with sweet potatoes is apples. Sweet potatoes are rich in dietary fiber as well as vitamins A and C. In particular, beta-carotene in sweet potatoes is excellent for eye health and old age, preventing night blindness, and promoting vision recovery. Moreover, its abundance of antioxidants effectively inhibits free radicals, one of the causes of aging, preventing skin aging and suppressing the secretion of lactic acid bacteria, which causes fatigue, aiding in fatigue recovery. Additionally, sweet potatoes are full of calcium, which strengthens bones and enhances bone density. Therefore, it's essential to consume sweet potatoes for preventing osteoporosis and maintaining strong bones. However, there's one major problem. Consuming an excessive amount of sweet potatoes, including raw ones, can lead to a substance called amygdalin causing digestive issues, such as abdominal bloating and intestinal gas. Focus here. This is where apples come in. The pectin in apples creates a protective barrier on the intestinal wall, preventing the invasion of toxins. Moreover, the tart organic acids in apples help digest the starchy sweet potatoes more efficiently. Furthermore, when you cook sweet potatoes, apples perfectly complement them by replenishing any deficient vitamins. As for the recommended recipe, apple and sweet potato curry is a great option. With the natural sweetness of apples and sweet potatoes combined with the turmeric and curry, you can enjoy a healthier and tastier meal. As the weather suddenly gets colder and immunity weakens, it's essential to include it. Apple sweet potato curry in your diet. Second, the worst sweet potato dishes are fried sweet potatoes and dried sweet potatoes. When the transitional season passes and cold winter arrives, the most tempting snack is fried sweet potatoes. Eating sweet and fragrant fried sweet potatoes is truly delightful. And recently, many people have been enjoying them as snacks after drying them to make them chewy. However, especially for health reasons, they're not suitable for individuals with diabetes. First of all, sweet potatoes are carbohydrate-rich foods with strong sweetness. So although they may seem very high in sugar, their glycemic index, GI, is not as high as one might think. In fact, sweet potatoes have a lower GI than potatoes and gradually raised blood sugar levels, making them suitable even for diabetic patients. However, the calorie content of sweet potatoes is quite high. Eating one sweet potato is equivalent to consuming 2/3 of a bowl of rice. Here's a quick pause. Did you know that surprisingly, the glycemic index and calories of sweet potatoes vary depending on the cooking method? When sweet potatoes are baked, moisture is lost, and sugar content increases, resulting in significantly higher blood sugar levels and calorie content. In reality, raw sweet potatoes contain 128 kilocalories per 100 grams, while boiled ones have 140 kilocalories. Baked ones have 150 kilocalories and dried ones have a whopping 350 kilocalories. Furthermore, fried sweet potatoes have a glycemic index more than twice that of boiled sweet potatoes. So you must be cautious when consuming them. The calorie content varies greatly depending on how you eat the same sweet potato. Therefore, when the weather gets colder and outdoor activities decrease, it's better for your health to avoid fried sweet potatoes and dried sweet potato snacks. Now, let's summarize the best way to consume sweet potatoes here. It's best to wash sweet potatoes thoroughly, boil them with the skin on, and consume them as a meal replacement. The skin contains not only antioxidants and vitamins but also a variety of dietary fibers. So be sure to eat it together. Additionally, sweet potato stems are rich in calcium, potassium, and vitamin A. So including them as a side dish is also beneficial. Secondly, the food that pairs best with sweet potatoes is tomatoes. As you age, you're more susceptible to vascular diseases, and sweet potatoes are the ideal food for vascular health. Sweet potatoes are rich in pantothenic acid, a type of vitamin B, which helps regulate hormone secretion to relieve stress and prevent high blood pressure. Here's a question for you. What do you think is the biggest cause of hypertension? It's primarily due to excess sodium in the body. Therefore, it's crucial to reduce salt intake and consume foods rich in potassium, which helps excrete sodium from the body. However, today's stars, sweet potatoes and tomatoes, are excellent sources of potassium. Consuming sweet potatoes and tomatoes together helps flush out accumulated sodium from the body and has a tremendous detoxifying synergy effect. But that's not all. The abundant dietary fiber in sweet potatoes remarkably reduces colon cancer cells by up to 70%. In fact, sweet potatoes are recognized by the Cancer Prevention Committee as one of the best foods for preventing colon and lung cancer. When paired with tomatoes, a superb anti-cancer food, they exhibit extraordinary efficacy. So make sure to include tomatoes and sweet potatoes in your diet from now on. Here's a handy tip for you. Tomatoes have antioxidant properties in their skins and are lipid-soluble. So lightly sautéing them in oil or drizzling them with a bit of olive oil before consumption is highly beneficial. So remember that. The last food that pairs worst with sweet potatoes is peanuts. While it's well known that the soluble dietary fiber in sweet potatoes slows down digestion and promotes the secretion of leptin, which melts body fat, making it good for dieting, it's true. It also gives a feeling of fullness and is beneficial for respiratory health and lung health. However, consuming sweet potatoes and peanuts together significantly increases the risk of obesity. So be cautious when consuming them. Sweet potatoes are a typical carbohydrate-rich food, mainly starch-based carbohydrates. Peanuts also contain a lot of starch, so excessive carbohydrate intake can lead to potential issues. Carbohydrates are a good source of energy for our bodies. But the problem lies in the fact that carbohydrates easily accumulate fat. Therefore, carbohydrates are easily converted and stored as body fat, eventually leading to belly fat, visceral fat, and aging. So, in the future, remember not to eat sweet potatoes and peanuts together, but consume them separately. The last but not least best combination with sweet potato is yogurt. Have you ever felt your throat getting blocked after eating tough sweet potatoes? At times like these, eating them with yogurt not only helps clear your throat, but also provides excellent taste and nutrition. While the abundant fiber in sweet potatoes is beneficial for the gut, it can also take a long time to digest, potentially causing discomfort. Consuming yogurt or yogurt dressing with sweet potatoes helps digestion by introducing fermented probiotics and organic acids. Conversely, yogurt dressings often contain high levels of sodium, but sweet potatoes' potassium helps excrete sodium, making them a perfect match. Here's a quick tip. When you feel your throat blocked after eating sweet potatoes, consuming refreshing radishes alongside them is excellent. This is because radishes contain diastase, which aids digestion. So, in the future, remember to pair sweet potatoes with yogurt and radishes. Hold on. Some people have sweet potatoes as a late-night snack. However, eating them when your metabolism is slow at night can lead to the accumulation of sugar in your body, making digestion particularly challenging. It can cause fermentation in the intestines and acidification of the blood during sleep. Therefore, especially for those with diabetes or weak kidneys, it's best to avoid consuming sweet potatoes in the evening. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst pairings and 3 best pairings when consuming sweet potatoes. Let's summarize together, shall we? First, it's better to eat sweet potatoes cooked by boiling or steaming rather than raw or fried. And it's beneficial to eat them with apples and tomatoes instead of peanuts among nuts. Try pairing sweet potatoes with yogurt or radish for a delicious and nutritious combination. How does that sound? I hope you'll cook and enjoy sweet potatoes with foods that complement them well to maintain your health. Thank you so much for being with us. If today's video has been helpful, please subscribe and like it. Also, please share it with your precious family